animals, they actually do know what the sound of your applause means. So the more energy and enthusiasm all of you have, they are going to pick up on that. So let's try that one more time. How's everyone doing today? That's much better. Welcome everybody to the Hersheypark AquaTheater, the sweetest place on earth. Currently we are the home to 2 California sea lions and 5 harbor seals. We are dedicated to the field of marine mammal science and education. And of course, this is all with the help of our flippered friends. And speaking of those flippered friends, I'm excited to tell you about the first star you're meeting today. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our male Pacific Harbor seal. This summer, we celebrated his 29th birthday.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Scooter.
Yeah.
Very good boy, Scooter. Now, Scooter, like I just mentioned, is 29 years old. The average lifespan of a harbor seal like Scooter out in the ocean right now is about 20 years old. Due to his age, he actually has developed cataracts in his eyes, and that does impair his vision. However, it does not slow him down at all. We simply modify how we work with Scooter. So instead of being distant from him and doing visual cues with him, we get very close to him and we do more tactile or touch cues to make sure that Scooter is understanding us. He's almost like a little remote control. So we can push little parts on his body that mean certain things to him. Again, he does know what applause means. Can you guys put your hands together for him?
Yeah.
Very good boy. Now, to provide our animals with the best care possible, it is very important that we can provide medical attention in a comfortable setting. It is important that a trainer is able to evaluate each animal on a daily basis by presenting their eyes, ears, mouth, nose, flippers, and even their tails. That is part of each animal's daily routine. This entire process is what we call husbandry training. Husbandry training makes any medical work restraint-free and comfortable for both the animal as well as the trainer. Now, some of the voluntary medical behaviors that our animals know, they can lay out for x-rays and ultrasounds. We're doing another one right now. We actually brush Scooter's teeth every single day. He did awesome with that. Can you all put your hands together for him? Next, one of my favorite behaviors to brag about, we can also get a blood sample from their back flippers. Now, all of this training that you are seeing today, it's voluntary, so that means they are choosing to participate. We do not make them do a single thing here. They come out and do this because it's their choice to do it, and every interaction that we have with them is always very fun and positive. Scooter did an excellent job today. Can you all put your hands together for him?
Yep.
Very good. Now, if anyone out there is looking for a fun souvenir from your day here at the park, immediately following the show, we're offering a couple opportunities for you. One, you can come down here and feed one of our seal or sea lion stars, or you have the opportunity to get a post photo with one. If you're interested in one or both, what you're going to do after the show is just remain seated. After everyone else clears out, we'll jump back on the microphone and go through more details and pricing of those programs. Know that the proceeds go right back to caring for our animals and our conservation efforts. Now, the next animal you're meeting today, this lady is very special to us. She was the first and the only marine mammal that was ever born at Hershey, and for that, we gave her a very fitting Hershey name. She did turn 7 years old this year. Put your hands together for Coco.
Aww.
Very good girl. Well, play behavior is very important for a juvenile animal. That's where they're going to learn all the skills and reflexes that they need for later on in life. Training is a wonderful learning game, not only for juveniles, but for adults as well. That's where they get all the mental and physical stimulation that they need. What we're going to do right now, we're going to turn off my microphone, turn up some fun music so you can watch these two play together. Please keep in mind, Coco has learned that when she hears you all cheer, that means she's doing a great job. So when you see something you like, put your hands together for Coco. Dangerous to approach any animal out in the wild, and it is a law that you must stay 100 yards back away from any wild marine mammal. That is not only for your personal safety, but it truly is for the safety of the animals. It's very important to remember all these interactions that you are seeing today, they're only made possible by professional trainers that do work each and every day in establishing a very strong and trusting relationship with them. Coco did an awesome job today. Can you put your hands together for her? Very good job. Now what you're seeing right now is Coco's actually getting some ice cubes. Our animals do live in salt water. Just like you and I don't drink salt water, it would actually make you more thirsty. It would do the same for them. All the water that these animals need is actually from the fish that they eat. Having these guys in human care, we could provide them with extra hydration, and that can come in ice cubes like what you're seeing right now. Coco's doing a great job. Now the next animal you're going to get to meet is another one of our harbor seals. We do train our animals how to take turns. We have 7 animals here in total, and in this show you're going to get to meet 4 out of the 7. But again, every show and every program that we do here is different. This year is our 6-year-old male Atlantic harbor seal. Put your hands together for Cove. Excellent job, Cove. Oh no, I'm getting a call. All right, so a very commonly asked question that we do get here, people often wonder, how do you train your animals? The technique that we use is called bridge and target training. Now the bridge, it's the clicker you see located on the trainer's left wrist. And if you all listen closely, you'll be hearing a lot of clicks. Every time you hear a click, what that means to him is at that very moment, he did a great job. He's going to stop doing that behavior, return over to his trainer because he knows that a reward is on its way. Now to target, it just simply means to touch. One of the very first things that we train our animals is how to target or touch the tip of their nose or any body part to a trainer's hand or to a target pole, which is a little stick with the buoy on the end, and that's really an extension of our hand. When we train a behavior, we take really small steps utilizing that target pole. Obviously, we don't carry that around with us all the time, so what we do is we fade that target away. We communicate with our animals with our hands and our voices. Now you are going to notice that we do feed a lot of fish. Fish is a primary reinforcer, but we also use a variety of secondary reinforcers, which are anything that our animals enjoy. Depending on the animal, it could be a favorite toy that they like to play with, a background from a trainer that they trust, and why we ask for a lot. Even your applause is a reward. So can you all reward Cove?
Yay!
Very good boy. Now a lot of times people come here and they watch our shows. They do confuse seals and sea lions. So there are 3 easy ways to tell the two apart. Now Cove is a seal. He is a seal. You're all going to get to meet one of our sea lions here in just a moment. But the first difference is actually how they move when they're up here on land. So seals, like Cove, they spend their whole life on their bellies. They kind of look like big caterpillars. Sea lions have an adaptation that's called a rotating pit bone. A sea lion has the ability to rotate their back flippers under their bellies and walk on all 4s. Now the second difference is in their front flippers. If you look at Cove, Cove's front flippers are actually pretty small. They're about the size of our hand. So when he swims, he uses his front flippers for steering, kind of like a rudder on a boat, where he gets all the power from our back flippers. He pushes them together, fans them out, moves them side to side. Seals can reach a burst speed up to 15 to 20 miles an hour. Sea lions, though, their front flippers are very big. They're actually about the length of our arm. So when a sea lion swims, they use their big front flippers, reaching a burst speed up to 25 miles per hour. Now the last difference is actually a small one, so it's on the side of their head. It's actually in their ears. Seals like Cove and Coco and Scooter that you met earlier, they are seals. They have internal ears. All you can see is a little hole about 1 inch behind their eyes. Sea lions have external ear flaps. It almost looks like a little Tootsie Roll hanging off the side of a sea lion's head. Now, since I pointed out those 3 major differences, hopefully you never confuse the two. Our seals, though, so far have done very well. Can you guys put your hands together for them? Excellent job. Now the last animal you'll be meeting in this presentation is one of our California sea lions. I told you we have 2 California sea lions here. You are going to get to meet our female. Yesterday was her birthday. She did turn 10 years old yesterday. Can you put your hands together for Reese?
Reese!
Aww. Reese. Now it is very important to know that we are all connected. The actions that we take affect the health of the oceans, and the health of the oceans affect us in our daily lives. When we burn fossil fuels, like coal, oil, gas, we are releasing an excess amount of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. What that's doing, it's creating a heat-trapping blanket, and it prevents the Earth's heat from escaping. It is affecting all ecosystems. However, there's something you guys can do in your own home, and Bruce has given everyone a clue, which is recycling. Now, by a show of hands, how many of you out there recycle at home? That is pretty good. I should see every single person's hand in the air. It's something very simple that has a big impact on these animals' populations. Reese did great with that. Can you put your hands together for her? Very good, girl. Well, seals and sea lions are very unique. They do live both on land as well as in the water, so they have some special adaptations that allow them to do so. If you use your imagination, she is shaped a little like a torpedo. That hydrodynamic body shape allows her to cut through the water very quickly without wasting any time or energy. Another adaptation that she has is she has a very long and a very flexible neck. Sea lions and seals, they don't have a collarbone or a clavicle like we do, and they have extra vertebrae. They are very flexible and can nearly bend in half. Now the last one are the really cool whiskers on the sides of her nose. She can voluntarily extend her whiskers in and out. If it were dark and murky in her environment, those whiskers come out and they can sense vibrations through the water. Reese is doing awesome. Can you all put your hands together for her? Excellent job. Well, accredited zoos and aquariums like Ocean Connections and Zoo America, they play a pivotal role in saving species worldwide by inspiring conservation leadership. As human-caused obstacles like pollution, habitat loss, and climate change continue to impact all ecosystems, these accredited facilities have become safe havens for endangered and threatened animals. Now, if you would like to learn more, about our conservation efforts or how we continue to provide exceptional animal welfare. Visit us at our website, oceanconnections.org, or follow us on any social media platform. Also remember that your Hershey ticket does include free admission over at Zoo America, and we encourage you to check them out as well. Now, if any of you out there have any other questions about our animals or our facility, come down and talk to us. We'd be more than happy to answer those for you. More importantly, stay cool today and enjoy the rest of your day in Hersheypark. Goodbye, everybody.